I started the project like thinking a lot about what happens to kind of our contemporary consciousness when we have the ability to constantly rewrite history. And I think about how life is shaped by, stories of the past and how those stories are kind of crafted. I like Nguyen because not only is it a place where you make movies about history, it's also a place where tourists come to learn about history. And I think that's like very accurate to how many people understand historical events. They watch movies and they see images, and those movies and images have some intention behind them when they're being made. I think maybe when you watch the film, you're thinking about the actress and it's her time, but I think also in the film she accesses two different time spaces. She moves back and forth, and I think she can only understand the historical through the contemporary, and maybe also by reenacting the historical, she also understands something about her contemporary life and why she feels the way she does. So I think the film is a lot about moving between these different time spaces and the power of images to make us feel something in a different era. I think I'm very interested in like sexual violence as a weapon of war, and that to me has formed so much of like national identity in Asia. I think like that something similar like that has happened in some capacity in a lot of Asian countries, and I think I'm interested in the kind of the desire and need for purity that comes after a very like violent event. The actress and myself kind of derive a pleasure from being able to craft like a violent image or to deal with violence, and kind of this curiosity about it.
Do you have any lines here?
没有台词。
I always want to kind of destroy this divide between the real and the fake. Well, I think like a lot of my work is about revealing or not revealing, and I think the rhythm of that really makes up a lot of my work, like the thing I decide to show and then not show and hide, and I guess I would say filtering light. I also really like slits and cuts, and I think there's like the curtain on the second floor kind of echoes a little bit like the wall on the third floor. And to me, light can also be a very like violent thing. Like exposure can be kind of a violent process. The cut is important to me as like a cinematic kind of metaphor, but also it's kind of the space in between, when there's like a wound in a body or a cut in an object, it kind of is like this threshold between the place of like meaning and non-meaning.
我为我自己的转变而感到高兴。我外表安静，处变不惊，但其实我的内心有不同的女性身份。如果我不创造自己的世界，我很有可能就会死在别人的世界。